Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping by again today. It's a beautiful Sunday morning here in the Philippines. I'm at my favorite place, Center Mall, just relaxing, getting my exercise in. Something came across my mind. All she wants is my money, and all I want is her body. You know, why do transactional relationships work so well here in the Philippines? Let's have that conversation today. You know, it can be said that all relationships are transactional, that there's some clear expectation up front that the man's going to do this and the woman's going to do that. If that's the case, then why do I feel like I'm being used? And I'm not just saying just me. If you're involved with a Filipino woman over here, at one point in that relationship, you both are going to think that. It may be said or it may be unsaid, but at some point it's going to be like, well, all she wants me for is my money. And then she's going to think, well, all he wants me for is my body. You know, how do we get past that? And why do they seem to work so well? Because they do. They work really, really well. And I just want to talk a little bit about that today. These transactional relationships over here, they're blunt and they're upfront. And I think that's why it makes us uneasy. It makes us feel uncomfortable. Or maybe it's because we're so different. I mean, I see some odd couples over here, myself included. But whatever it is, they seem to work so well in the Philippines. And I just want to give my 2 cents on why I think that they do. You know, the first reason is denial. A lot of us are in denial about the type of relationship that we've entered into. Let's just be honest. Our egos get in the way. We know that's a funny feeling in the back of our mind. This woman's using me or this man is using me. But we push it to the side and say, no, she loves us. Because eventually that's what we hope for. You know, with love being such a broad term, eventually you're going to have some type of feelings about somebody. Hell, if you're around them 24 hours a day, you've heard that expression, fake it till you make it. A lot of us do that over here in these relationships. But these transactional relationships, they're blunt and they're upfront, man. I think that's why we feel uncomfortable. Our egos get in the way and we deny it. Even though the woman's 20 and we're 70, this is a real relationship. She really loves me. He really cares about me. So that's the first reason why I believe they work so well over here. Because these relationships work when they shouldn't work. Let's be honest. They do. And if every relationship can be coined a transactional relationship, then why do we feel so damn used over here? Why do we feel like, you know what, I'm doing more. I'm giving more than what she's giving or what he's giving. And this is what I want to talk about today. Because I just like to have these type of conversations. Because it doesn't seem like people want to sit down and have these real life conversations. We're in denial. Another reason I believe these transactional relationships work over here so well in the Philippines is acceptance. You know, a lot of us, men and women, are just not in denial. It is what it is, and we really don't care. It's like, I'm happy, she's happy, and we didn't create the rules. So I'm going to just go with the flow. I'm in the 4th quarter of my life, and no sense in sweating it. It's a whole lot better situation than I could have otherwise. And this is coming from both sides, because if you're honest with yourself, when you enter into a relationship over here, man or woman, at some point you're going to think to yourself, am I being used? Is she using me? It's just too good to be true. But those of us who live in the real world, we've come to accept it for what it is. It's a transactional relationship, and all relationships are transactional. And the only reason I feel different is because she's so much younger than me, or he's so much older than I am, or he's always wanting to have sex. I always have to buy something. And this is the whole point of this video. It's to talk about it. Say, okay, these are regular feelings. These are normal feelings that you're going to have when you enter into a relationship over here. A lot of us, we don't think things all the way through. We're really just followers. Raise your hand if you over here because you saw other men over here. Or if you're a woman, raise your hand. The reason you're dealing with foreigners is because you saw somebody else dealing with foreigners and the benefits that they receive from dealing with foreigners. But many of us, we don't care. It is what it is. My situation is a whole lot better than it would be otherwise. The third reason I'm going to talk about is desperation. Desperation brings about appreciation. When you have nothing to lose from trying and everything to gain if successful, a lot of us are making the decision to try. I mean, we really don't have another intelligent choice. You've got some choices. The men, we can remain in our home countries, lonely, depressed, alone. And the women, they can remain over here, struggling from day to day just to make ends meet. Really no future. A lot of them have no future. So we take the risk. We make that intelligent choice. I don't have nothing to lose. Because we come in here with hope that somewhere along the line, down the line rather, it's going to transform into something deeper. But I just want people to talk about this stuff, man. There's nothing ashamed to being in these transactional relationships over here. They just seem different because they're so blunt and upfront. They're not like over in your home country. You know, the terms and the agreement is clear in the beginning. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, and you're going to do X, Y, and Z in return. What do I have to do to get this? Or if I do a little bit more, you're going to have to do a little bit more. But desperation is one of the reasons why people take this big risk. He's like, well, I'm going to spend the money anyway. Might as well spend it on some beautiful young lady. And then she's saying, well, hell, I'm still young. I'm going to give him my body. If it don't work out, I still got other choices on down the line. But I would rather get on that plane, leave all that misery behind, and come over here. And she's saying I would rather come down from the mountain and meet this older guy because these terms are really fairly easy, to be honest. He's not asking me for a whole lot. So yeah, the third thing is desperation. The last reason I'll talk about is we're low down. We're ornery. We're taking advantage of one another. It's called mutual exploitation. The man is thinking, yeah, I'm going to come over here and take advantage of this poor and innocent young woman, get everything I can out of her. It's cheaper doing it there than it would be in my country. And the woman is saying, yeah, I'm going to take this old foreigner for everything he's got. He's going to buy me a house and a lot. He's going to give me a new life. And I'm going to do as little as I possibly can in return. Yeah, we're ornery, we're low down, we do it on purpose. That's another reason they work. Because you're thinking, oh, I can put up with whatever it is she's putting on the table. And she's thinking the same thing. I'm going to do as little as I fucking possibly can to get as much as I possibly can. Let's be honest. We're going to fit somewhere along that line. It's up to you to decide. Where am I in this mix? So as I end this video, I want to ask you to be honest with yourself. Has that thought ever crossed your mind that you're being used? That all she wants is your money. And she's thinking all he wants is my body. Where do you stand with those 3 reasons that I put out? Are you still in denial? Have you accepted things as they are? It is what it is. Are you desperate? Let's talk about it. These transactional relationships over here, they make us feel uneasy. They make us feel uncomfortable. They're so blunt. They're so upfront. But they work for some reason. Against all odds. The whole world's against you. But somehow they transform into real life relationships if we give them time. It's going to depend on the people involved too, because a lot of us are prone to failed relationships. Remember, we don't have anything to lose. That's why we enter into them over here. We have everything to gain. If it works out, look what I got. If it don't, okay, I'm back to square one where I started. So thank y'all so much for stopping by again. If you're in America, it's getting late. Please help somebody before you let your head hit the pillow. If you're in the Philippines, it's a beautiful Sunday morning here in San Carlos City, Negros Occidental. I'm going to show y'all something. There's the volcano here. It's out today. My damn focus isn't working today. I don't know why. My in and out, my zoom rather. Now, a day goes by that we don't help somebody. We're going to help somebody today. The woman who won the 1,000 peso giveaway drawing last night, she's coming by to pick it up today. Well, actually, she's from Cebu. So we're going to have to either send it to a Gcash or M-Lawyer, because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay out of trouble. I'll see y'all next time.